What's good, y'all? It's HenryTheYoungin. Welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to Luka is Coming for Revenge by Jimmy High Roller. Hey, this is about to be a great video, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, I'm a Lakers fan myself, so I'm really hoping that Luka has a great offseason. He comes back really good, in shape, ready for the season, and can have an MVP season. Because Luka, you know, we've been seeing a lot. If you haven't been seeing it in the media, he's like been getting his body back into shape, looking way better, stronger, you know, slimmed down. Yeah, like he's taking good care of his body. That was the main reason why the Mavericks traded him to the Lakers in that blockbuster trade. But hey, man, now that we got Luka, we gotta dominate. This is gonna be Luka's second season with us, so gotta make it work. You know, we got more pieces on our team, so we gotta see what's gonna happen, man. Luka is coming for revenge. I believe it. Now, if y'all new here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Without further ado, let's get it.
Off-season NBA transformations. As empty as they are inevitable, with every new season comes the barrage of new clips, videos, photos of players looking slimmer, players looking absolutely jacked, jump shots
that does happen a lot,
and fans getting hyped up on the
never
idea
fall
of a new
for the Ben Simmons videos
of their favorite player. Fool me once, shame on you.
Facts.
Fool me twice, shame on the guy who showed me photos of shredded James Harden.
Facts.
Luka Doncic, the latest member of this offseason tradition, recently going through a transformation of his own. He's lost weight, overhauled his diet, put down the basketball altogether to focus on getting in peak physical form.
That's what you gotta do sometimes.
Routine we have grown all too familiar with. But this transformation feels different. It feels personal.
Facts.
6 months ago, the Mavericks did the unthinkable by turning their backs on the future of their franchise. And in response, Luka isn't just getting into shape. He wants more than to just study film or work on his jump shot. He wants revenge.
What's gonna happen? I forgot you might give me an
Today's
ad.
video
Oh my
is brought
gosh.
to you by Current, the future of banking that
This dude
works
really
for you,
giving me
whether you're
ads,
waiting
bro.
on your next. Last week, Men's Health published a cover story detailing the drastic transformation of Luka Doncic over the last 3 months. In the article, Luka talks about the sacrifices he's made to hopefully take his body and game to the next level. Details that include him beginning his off-season training program the day after the Lakers were eliminated from the playoffs, followed by months of fasting, a strict diet,
That's dedication
more time to rest
right
than
there.
any other point in his career, and even a 1-month stretch where he stopped playing basketball altogether to focus on weight training and other sports to get his mind and body off the court and focused on his overall fitness. And immediately following this news came the hype of skinny Luka.
Do you even recognize the person on the cover?
Showing off his slimmer physique in the newest issue of Men's Health.
But after a full summer of
yeah.
training and lots of protein, he's poised to take his game and the Lakers to another level.
But we've seen this before, not just from other players, but from Luka himself.
We have, but it's personal now.
And time again. So why would things be
personal
any
now. It's
different this
different.
time? Because I believe Luka's commitment to his health and conditioning over the last few months actually has little to do with his body and more to do with his mind. The real transformation here isn't in his weight or his conditioning, it's between his ears. For the last 6 months, Luka has been a ticking time bomb. His abilities as a leader were questioned, his work ethic and his drive were put up for debate in front of the whole world. The Mavericks traded Luka because they felt not only was he out of shape, but that he would never get into shape. They felt he wasn't taking his conditioning seriously, and his lack of discipline was essentially a death sentence to any hopes the Mavs had at ever winning a title with him leading their team. Comments that are just as wild today as they were at the time, and probably should have stayed in private, but from their perspective were legitimate concerns. In the following months, Dallas got AD, they landed with the #1 overall pick, which is suspicious, and they landed on Cooper Flag.
It is,
a
bro.
happy ending
They
in
rigged
Dallas
it,
considering
bro.
their
They rigged
monstrosity of a decision. But the
They
one
rigged
thing
the
Dallas
draft
forgot to
for
factor
him, bro.
into
Look
their
at his
plan.
face, bro.
There is nothing Luka Doncic loves more than revenge.
Fire Nico. Facts. You Yes, sir.
This is the same man who embarrassed a 64-win Suns team, sent them packing in a historic Game 7, and talked smack the whole entire time because they got a little too confident. This is the same man who put the Defensive Player of the Year on an island, walked him down for a game winner, and told him he couldn't guard him, all because of one hard foul.
Bro.
He dropped a 50-piece on the Pistons because their assistant coach said a few things he didn't like.
It seems like there was a little extra chirping going on with the bench tonight. Did that impact
their assistant coach? He started chirping in the first quarter, so they didn't like when I chirped back. Now they decided to play basketball. If they're gonna chirp me, I'm gonna chirp back. I ain't scared.
For every
I've been liking Luka way before he came to the Lakers too.
A Luka masterclass as a result of the unfortunate soul who thought it was a good idea to cross him. You want to take a wild guess at who he scored the most points against last season? That's right. The man knows how to hold a grudge. This, my friends, is not a coincidence. And neither is Luka getting into the best shape of his life this offseason. After 7 years in the NBA and refusing to take his health and conditioning seriously, Luka literally did exactly what the Mavs said he would never do and got into the best shape of his life purely out of spite. Which leads me to believe this is not your typical offseason transformation. This is a man who is out for revenge, and like the greats that came before him, is prepared to not just change his game, but change his entire approach on the game. Back in 2011, after
he about to unlock that Mamba
LeBron
mentality.
James was at a crossroads in his career. He was definitively the best player in the world by this point. His game looked sharp, it looked complete, he was better than ever. And yet, something was still clearly missing. And it was in the following offseason where he found that missing piece. He sought training from Hakeem Olajuwon to expand his post game. He spent more time studying his decision-making on the court and finding ways to improve it. And of course, he transformed his body to handle the more inside-out game he would deploy in the following season. The transformation, although visible on the outside, was happening inside. How he saw the game, how he led his team, his resilience in tough moments, and the sacrifices he was willing to make in order to win. A transformation motivated by the shortcomings and criticism he had faced leading up to that point, and a shift in perspective that many all-time greats have had to face and overcome. Michael Jordan's moment came in the summer of 1990, after getting beat down by the Pistons, searching for an answer to get over the hump. His answer came in the form of spending countless hours in the weight room, putting on 15 pounds in the offseason to handle the physicality teams were throwing at him, and a newfound willingness to adapt his game to a new system and coach that knew it could work, but only if Michael bought into it. Kareem's moment came after a 7-year championship drought, where he had to embrace the idea of not just being a great player, but being a great leader, inspired by a young, exuberant rookie who virtually gave him no other choice. Some of these turning points are more public, more intentional. Others are stumbled upon in pursuit of greatness. But all of them weren't just transformations of game, but a transformation of how they approach the game. After repeated playoff failures and constant criticism about his work ethic and conditioning, Shaq's moment came in the summer of 1999. With Phil Jackson as the new coach in LA, Shaq showed up in the best shape of his life, leaned into the triangle offense, and for the first time, fully bought into not just dominating, but winning. The transformation was visible in his body, but the change that really mattered happened to his mind. For Kobe, his moment came at rock bottom, with the departure of Shaq and missing the playoffs entirely in 2005. In the years that followed, he began to reshape not just his body, but his identity as a leader. A transformation that brought upon a completely new era in Kobe's career. As Kobe said at the time, his number changed, but the real shift happened in his mindset. He learned how to elevate teammates rather than just outscore opponents. A change that gave Kobe the tools to lead his team in ways that never quite showed up in the box score. All of these players, despite their game-breaking abilities and undeniable impact on the game, had to face the uncomfortable reality that if they wanted to win, something needed to change. A reality that Luka is facing at this moment in his career in more ways than one. Jokic, Giannis, Shea, Embiid, Tatum. What do all of these players have in common? They are all generational talents of the current NBA era, but they also share something else in common. All of these players have won at least one of these milestone awards through the first 8 seasons of their career. MVP, Finals MVP, and or a championship. The only generational talent at the moment who hasn't is Luka. In fact, almost without exception, every all-time great modern player stamped their
Luka
legacy
should have
with
won in
at least one of these
2024. He should have got
benchmark
MVP in
achievements that separate
2024.
great players from all-time great players by the end of their 8th season in the league, most of them with many of these awards. By this point, nearing about the halfway mark of a player's career, the truly transcendent players are well on their way to checking off these accomplishments. And in terms of talent, impact, and numbers, Luka should be in this class by now. That has not only been the expectation, but the trajectory he's been on for the past half-decade. But he has yet to achieve any of these accomplishments going into his 8th season in the league. Luka just had to sit by and watch his own draft classmate pull off a historic run. MVP, Finals MVP, and a championship in the same season. All while Luka was being told he didn't even have what it takes to lead a team to a championship. The man is watching his peers take over the NBA and cement their legacies right in front of his eyes. Pair that with the doubt and ridicule the Mavs have shown him, and a man who has sought revenge for a whole lot less, and you have a recipe for what may just be a real transformation, fueled by failure and an unwavering desire to get even.
You know what I'm saying? Like, want to talk crazy and stuff, want to say all these things, but man, Luka, he's about to be ready. All I'm gonna say is, bro, Luka's gonna be ready, bro, because he's very motivated after the Mavs betrayed him like that. I know he's gonna take it seriously, bro, and it's really gonna help his career. This is the turning point. This is when everybody doesn't believe in Luka. They think, oh, this is just, it's just gonna be like the off season is just like a phase, and he's gonna go back to being normal. But nah, this is a new Luka that we're seeing. His mindset is about to change, bro. Going into season 8, I'm telling y'all, MVP season, he's about to do some different things that we ain't never seen before, yo. So just come back to this video, come back to this point when I told y'all so, if y'all didn't believe me. Hey, that was a great video, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, Luka, I can see him really being a Hall of Famer one day. He's really a generational talent. I believe in him. He's gonna be great, man. That's all I can say. He's gonna be great. Hey, y'all, if y'all made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. And if y'all still haven't done it yet, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. It's been Henry the Youngin, and I'm signing out. Peace.